This video explains some legislative bills that aim to improve the judiciary and delivery of justice in Nigeria. Now, let us look at these bills. This bill seeks to amend sections 239, subsections 1 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to make the Court of Appeal the court of first instance for governorship election petitions. This means that there would no longer be election petition tribunals for governorship elections, and petitioners will have to go straight to the Court of Appeal. This proposal is aimed at reducing the number or levels of courts that can hear governorship election petitions from 3 to 2 to expedite the disposal of such petitions. If this bill passes, petitioners will only get a single and final appeal at the Supreme Court instead of 2 appeal attempts, as is currently the case. A bill for an act to alter the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, to transfer powers of the National Judicial Council to appoint or remove judges of state court to the government. This bill seeks to remove the powers of the National Judicial Council, also called the NJC, to make recommendations to state governors on the appointment of judicial officers for the state judiciary, such as the State High Court, Sharia Court of Appeal, and Customary Court of Appeal, and empower instead the State Judicial Service Commissions to directly advise state governors on the appointment of such judicial officers. It also seeks to transfer the powers of the National Judicial Council to discipline judicial officers, recommend judicial officers for removal, and to manage the monies of the state judiciary to the State Judicial Service Commission. The NJC is a federal body responsible for recommending nominees for judicial office to the President and Governors of states for appointment. They also exercise disciplinary control over judges and can recommend their removal. The aim is to preserve the independence of the judiciary and reduce political interference, especially at the state level. But this bill proposes to change all that by moving these powers exclusively to state bodies, including total control and management of monies belonging to the state judiciary. By so doing, it eliminates the role and responsibility of the federal government in the affairs of the state judiciary and removes a layer of oversight. This bill seeks to establish the Code of Conduct Tribunal as a Supreme Court of record in Nigeria, just like the High Court and Federal High Court, among others. It seeks to include the Code of Conduct Tribunal in the lists of courts mentioned in Section 6, subsections 5 of the Constitution as Superior Court of Record. This comes from criticisms that the Code of Conduct Tribunal is not a court vested with judicial powers within the scope of the Constitution and is merely an administrative court, and claims that officials of the Code of Conduct Tribunal are not judicial officers. This bill seeks to cloak them with full constitutional powers so that they are on equal footing with the high courts. And that's it for the judiciary bills proposed by members of the 10th National Assembly. Part 2.